Today I will discuss about the financial mathematical functions of Excel. That means the uh, calculations of loans, interest rate, future value, present value, these kinds of things. But before doing this, we need to understand about loan and investment. So we have to think it about from farmer's perspective and also from bank's perspective. From when a farmer brought some money from the bank, it is a loan for the farmer, and as farmer is taking the money, so from farmer's perspective it is a plus, because the money is adding to the farmer's wealth, so it is a plus for the farmer's perspective. But bank is giving the money, it is an investment for the bank, but the money is going from the bank. So it should be indicated by a minus. So same thing, when we consider about farmer's perspective, it will be a loan and indicated by plus sign, and when we consider it from bank's perspective, it will be a investment for the bank and it will be indicated by a minus sign. And the payment, so if farmer takes some money from the bank, she must pay it back to the money to the bank. So as this money is going from the farmer's wealth, it should be indicated by a minus sign. So whenever we need to choose whether the sign is plus or minus, we must think about from which perspective we are going to calculate the from which perspective we are going to calculate it. So whenever we are considering some inflow of money, it should be indicated by plus, and whenever we are calculating something which is outflow, it should be calculated by minus. Okay, so let's jump to our Excel file. So here is a formula, here is a problem we need to solve. So here it is, the formula is, with an interest rate of 5%, what will the value of 100,000 principal loan or invest today be worth in 10 years with annual payment of 10,000? So first we will try to calculate it with the traditional method, and then we will do it by the Excel financial functions. So first we will use this table for calculating it. So this is the principal, so this is the loan farmer has taken, so it will be the loan at the first year, so it should be 100,000 euro, and the interest rate is 5%. So it is given here is equal to, we are taking 5% interest rate. Okay, then payment, farmer pay 10,000 euro every year, so the payment should be 10,000 euro. Now loan balance, so when we calculate about loan balance, we must remember that first we need to calculate the amount of loan and the interest rate. It is like this. So it is the principal principal is which we have taken as a loan, and when we multiply with the interest rate, we will get total interest. But when we add principal plus interest, so we will get our loan in the first year, which we are so this will be the debt in the first year. If we sum up principal and interest, we will get our debt which we have in the first year, and from this amount we will pay every year some amount. So this will be the payment, and if we do this, we will get the loan balance. So loan balance, it will be so now this loan balance will go to the second year, and in the second year the interest rate will be calculated on this. So let's do it here mathematically. So first we take our loan principal plus, then we add our interest mean principal into interest rate, so we get our debt, and then we deduct our regular payment. So what we get, this is our loan balance, and this loan balance will be the loan for the second year. So it will come in the second year. So now second year this loan will be calculated. Now the interest rate will be calculated on this loan. So it should be in this 5, and 5% is, as 5% is same for every row, I can fix it. Payment, sorry, I need to format it as percentage, and payment is also same for every year, it is 10,000. I can also fix it. And now loan balance is equal to just like the previous one, sorry, plus multiplication by minus 10,000. So if I copy down all the formula, now you can see we are getting our loan balance every year, and the loan which is coming from here to here, and then it is calculated according based on the new principal, and this is our loan balance again, and this is continuous. And after 14 years the you can see that it is 2007, and when calculated it, if we pay again 10,000 euro, then there is a minus, because we don't need totally 15 years for repaying our debt. That's why it is showing negative value. So we can now calculate how many year do we exactly need for repaying the total debt. We can do it. Now we will use our financial functions for doing this. So for financial functions, we can obviously use by using this equal sign and future value, which is calculated by FV. We can do it by this, but we will use another method for inserting the Excel formulas. We'll go here for formulas, we'll find financial, and here we can find FV value. So we will get a here we will get an table where we need to give the necessary arguments. We can also find these tables in another way. If we click on this little fx, we will get a search box, and we can write here FB, press go, and we can also find the future value. So before starting that, what is future value? You can get the we can get the definitions with the Excel files. So future value means what if we pay like this, what will be the what will be our debt after certain years. Like if we paying like this amount after 12 years, our loan balance is 20,414. So this amount is our future value. So now we can see that fx, I go to the functions, we can see we need some arguments like rate. Rate means what is the percentage of our interest. Then n period, this is the number of period we want to pay our debt. So like 10 years, we want to pay the debt for 10 years. PMT, it is the regular payment, but you should remember from the previous PowerPoint slide that payment should be negative because farmer is giving out his money. So constant payment paid each period, this is 10,000, and it should be negated but a negative sign. And present value, so our present value is 100,000. Present value is the farmers who is he's taken the loan, so he take 100,000. So presently he has 100,000. This will be the present value. So this is the loan, that means this is from farmer's perspective, and farmer has to still pay 37,111 euro after 10 years. And we can also calculate it from bank's perspective. It's equal to, we go to FP, so rate, it is again 5% in period 10 years. Payment, so now payment, the payment is getting by the farmer, getting by the investment, getting by the bank. We calculated the investment, so it is from bank's perspective. As bank is getting the money, it should be indicated by plus sign, and it is 10,000. And present value, so present value investment, as bank has given the money to the farmer, it is a negative for the bank, and we need to indicate it is by a minus sign. So we can see that the bank will still get 37,111 euro from the farmer. So now if I want to calculate how many years exactly needed for the bank to complete this to complete the how many years is needed by the farmer to complete this loan exactly within this condition. We can do it by goal seek functions. So where can I find goal seek? We go to data. In what if analysis there is a goal seek function. So set goal. We first set a goal. What do we want to set goal? Our goal is to find a year which will needed by the farmer for finishing for paying his debt, and this should be this because we want to find out this goal. It is our set. So to value sorry set goal means what is our target. Our target is to repay our whole debt. So that means our future value should be 0. That means when this will reach to 0, our goal will be our debt will be repaid. So we should set this cell and this should be selected as 0 because this is our target. So what should we want to change? We want to change the number of years. We want to find out exactly how many years do we need to repay our debt. So if I press OK and OK, we can see after 14.2 years the future value will be 0. That means our debt will be completely repaid. And we can also do it from bank's perspective also. Go to what it set goal to 0 by changing cells here. Okay. And we can also do it for other cells also. So now there is another task. How much money can we save after 5 years if we pay 200 euro a month into saving accounts at 4% interest for 5 years? So now you can see that there is present value is 0 because we are starting a saving accounts. At the beginning the present value will be 0. So our PV will be 0 here. It should be formatted as a general, and our period is 5 years. So in PR is equal to 5 years. We pay 200 euro a month. You can see we have to pay 200 euro PMT, 200 euro per month. But remember, our formula we have to calculate the things in a year. So we will do it later. When we use the formula, we will calculate how much we are paying per year at 4% interest. So interest rate is equal to 4%, and we want to find out what will be our future value. So let's calculate it with the financial functions. To if is already there. Okay, so our rate is 5%, sorry 4%. Our end period, we want to do it in 5 years. Our payment payment is 200 euro, but this is a monthly payment. We have to multiply it with 12 for getting the annual payment. PV, our present value is 0. So if we press OK, we'll find out what will be our future value, but it is showing in minus because payment, we are paying this amount to the bank, so it is an outflow. The money is going out from the farmer. We have to indicate it with a minus sign. So after 5 years we are saving 12,990 euro. So let's calculate another math. This is around the same math. So here we are going to calculate the constant amount paid each year. That means we have to calculate the NMT. So we go to the function, we found out NMT, sorry, NPT, press go, sorry, PMT, press go, we found PMT. Okay, so our rate was 5%. Our period, here the period is giving it monthly, but other value is given per yearly. So we have to convert this in year. So how can we do that? We can just divide it with 12. Now PV, so our present value is obviously this one. Our future value is 0. So we press OK and we get our yearly payment. And we can also do this. The formula will be same. So I just copy it. It is done. So let's do the another math, another task. How much money should we deposit monthly into a saving account so that with a fixed interest rate of 3% per year, 20,000 euro, 20,000 euro will be saved after 10 years. So here rate is 3%. And period is 10 year. It should be formatted as general. €20,000 will be saved. So will be saved, it should be future value. And currently we have 0. We don't have anything in our bank, so present value will be 0. And we have to calculate how much money should we deposit monthly. That means we have to calculate the PMT. So we do it with the function PMT. Okay, so our rate 3%, our period 10 years, our PV 0, our future value target is 20,000 euro. So but okay, I don't know why it is in rupee. I have to convert it into euro from here. Okay, so every year we have to pay 1,744 euro, but remember in the question it asks the monthly payment, so we must divide it with 12 for getting the monthly amount. So I get a bracket and divided by 12. So I get our monthly payment, which is 145 euro per month. If we pay this amount with these conditions, we will after 10 years our savings will be 20,000 euro. Then in period, so this is also the same, but we just need to calculate the in period in year. Okay, so our rate 5%, payment 10,000 euro, present value 1000, future value 0. Okay, we get that we need 14 years. Copy down the formula, we get it. And we also do it another task. We have taken out loan of 150,000 euro. So the loan is taken by the farmer, it is an inflow for the farmer, so this will be a plus 150,000 euro, and the rate is 202.5%, and payment 1,500 euro per month. So it is a monthly payment. How long will it take? So we need to calculate the end period. So paying back completely at an annual interest rate of 2.5%. So we want to complete our debt. So the future value will be 0. Let's calculate the end period. Our rate is 2.5%. Payment is monthly, but we have to multiply it 12 because we want to calculate with annual basis, and it will be a minus. Present value is 150,000, future value should be 0, and we press OK. Get that our net period is 9.5 years. So let's calculate the present value. It will be also the same, just we get to the PV. Okay, so our rate is 5%, in period is 10 year, PMT 10,000, future value 0. Okay, I copy down this formula, we will get it that if we have 77,217 euro as a loan, and if we paid according to this condition, after 10 years our future value or our debt will be completely paid. So do this another task. You are planning to invest in a fund that promises to pay you 10,000 euro annually for 5 years. The annual interest is 6%, and you want to determine how much you should invest today to achieve this return. So how much do you want to invest today? That means we have to calculate the present value. Okay, but for this we need rate, which is 6%. Let's format it as percent, 6%. Then our payment per constant payment is 10,000 euro annually. period is 5 years. It should be formatted as general. And we have to calculate the okay. So now we can calculate how much do we need to pay. So we need to calculate how much do you need to invest today. So you need to calculate the PV. Let's calculate it. PV. Okay. So our rate is 6%. In period is 5 years. Payment is 10,000 euro per year, and which is obviously minus. So we press OK and we get it formatted with euro. Okay. And what happens to the present value if the interest rate increases to 8%? Okay, so let's see what happened. We copy it and we increase the interest rate by 8%, and we also copy down the formula. So this will happen if the interest rate increase by 8%. We just need to invest around 3,000 euro less for getting the same result. So now I want to copy this result to here, but if I just press Ctrl C and Ctrl V here, I can see that it is not copying the text here, it is copying actually the formula respective to this cell, because it is adapted to the cell. But how can I copy only the formula here? How can we only copy the text here, not the formula? You can see. So we can select here, we can copy by Ctrl C, then we select the cell where we want to paste something, then we go here, press the little arrow button, and we will get the options, and from here we will select the values. Then Excel will only paste the values, not the formulas. So let's calculate the rate. The same methods, we just calculate the rate. Go rate. Okay. In period 15 years. PMT 10,000. Present value 1,000. Future value should be 0, and payment should be minus. It is minus is already given, so I don't need to give it here. Okay. Okay. And now let's this. You are saving to buy a car in 5 years. You plan to deposit 2,000 euro annually. So we get our PMT, which is 2,000 euro, into an investment account for 5 years. So our period is 5 years. You want to have 12,000 euro saved. So our future value should be 12,000 euro. And how much will be our interest rate for getting this, for achieving this goal? So we must calculate the rate. So our PV, we have nothing in our bank now, so our PV will be 0. Rate PV, N per should be this one. Payment 2000 euro should be integrated by minus present value is 0. If he is 12,000 euro, this is our target, and we press. So if we I need to so if our interest rate is 9% and we pay 2000 euro every year and we pay it for 5 years, we will get 12,000 euro after 5 years. So this is all about the exercise. We will do this exercise in the next video because this video is getting too long. Thank you.